I mean, God is amazing, and we appreciate everyone being here. And I tell you, these guys, I mean, we wouldn't be in this position right now without these two guys and the rest of their teammates, man. And coaching staff, support staff. When they told us we needed captains for this game, and all four captains were guys that have been with us before. And offensively, it was non-negotiable. It was going to be Jordan and Bradley, to be our two captains. So, it started from even with the coin toss. Our guys were very confident going into the week of preparation, everything that we did, throughout this moment. And so, so grateful for these guys. It means a lot to me for them. And any questions from there? We'll go from there.
Okay, if you have a question, please raise your hand, and if called upon, please provide your name and affiliation.
Hey, Jordan, Steve Alford, Post-Dispatch in St. Louis. Talk about your offense. You scored on your first 10 possessions. Nobody does that. They never stopped you until the last 2 minutes. How were you able to be so effective?
It was just, staying within our system and with our game. We knew the first time they beat us, it was just all fundamentals. And we preached about it all week. Coach preached about if we just played our game and just did, the simple things, then, the big plays will happen. And that's exactly what happened. And just being smart with the football and knowing what to do whenever, I have the ball. And, everyone did a great job from the O-line, tight ends, receivers, and running back locking in this week. And we just needed to do a little bit more, this week. And, Coach preached that all week. And I felt like our guys did that.
Left side, first row.
Mike Palco from the Bottom Line Podcast. First of all, congratulations to you guys on a tremendous season. What incredible accomplishment from the start of the season, beating Birmingham, then beating a team that also dethroned Birmingham in their dynasty run. But with the game in the UFL, the rules, no lead is safe, no matter how big it is. We're having such a lead, and then with the rules, is there anything that you told the players, hey, this is not over by any means throughout the game?
We talked about it at halftime. We got to finish still all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams. And, when it came down to all those 4th and 12, at any moment, it was just like all we need is one stop, And, eventually we got that one stop. And, of course, as soon as we got the ball back offensively, we scored the ball again. So we knew the preparation all week, man. We talked to the guys. When playoff time hit, we told them it was a different season, right? And these guys was ready for that moment. And the one thing what we, challenged each other on, from coaches to players, support staff, is that we're going to finish the drill. We've been in this situation in 2023. They hadn't been there. And we knew what it felt like. We knew what it tastes like to get back to this moment. And it was like we were not going to end this game and not be winners. We were not going to end this game and not be winners, and not be denied. So that was the approach, man.
We're going to go to center, first row.
Hi, Team T-Love Sports. Congratulations, guys. From year 1, year 2, year 3, this appears to be the year where you guys were the closest. I'm talking just loving one each other, supporting each other. I would love for you to speak a little bit about that.
You want to speak on that?
Yeah, I would say, we talked about this week kind of the differences between the year 1 team and this team. And year 1, we were uber talented. We had a bunch of guys that could really ball on that team. But this team was just different. There's a different culture. There's a different feel in the locker room on the day-to-day basis in practice. We are iron sharpens iron, right? So we practice hard, we go at it, but there was always a professionalism and a brotherhood on it. It wasn't offense versus defense. It was one collective team, and a lot of that is because Coach, what he brought into our team this season through the adversities we faced, losing coaches, losing games throughout. He never blinked, and he preached to really just have us all come together as one throughout the season, no matter what happened. And it's because of that we were able to keep our boys last week, beat them at home, which felt really good. And then this week, not to flinch in a big game. It's shout out to Coach.
Big team over little I.
Absolutely.
Yep. That's it. Team over little I, man. That was it. Us, we and ours.
We're going to set the center, second row.
Hey guys, Jacob Carricker from USA Today.
I have a question for you, Briley. You and Jordan shared kind of a moment during the game where you walked up to him and said, "That's my MVP." And obviously, Jordan, you went on to win the MVP of the game. Briley, can you tell me what it means to you to have won that, to watch your teammate win that MVP? And Jordan, can you elaborate on what it means for you to take home that trophy at the end of the season?
Yeah, it means a lot. I felt like he was deserving of it. Obviously, Rudy over there is an amazing player, but just the year that he had, I thought, truthfully, I thought it was a lock. But just seeing the work that he had and the progress that he's had from year 1 to year 2 to this year, he just played with a different confidence this year. And I mean, you see it today. This stat line is insane. It's just like, but that's him. Like, in a big game after getting that news 24 hours ago, he didn't flinch. He didn't try to do too much. He didn't let it affect him, and he just balled out. And he got the MVP today, and that just shows what type of person he is. He's a great human over a great football player. So I felt like I didn't do enough throughout the season to get him that MVP. So this game was a little personal, and it worked out in our favor.
Yeah, and to follow up on that, whenever we did get the news last night, Brawley was the first person to text me to say, "I got your back tomorrow. Like, we're going to win this. You're going to win the MVP." And not only him, the whole team. And just having that, just that brotherhood behind me meant a lot. And, I told them, pregame that I'm going to put my body on the line for them. And they did that. Bryce Perkins is a great quarterback, and, he deserved all the award. And it just gave us a big chip on our shoulders to go out there and play even harder.
Word for word.
Right side, third row.
Jordan, to come back to St. Louis to win your first pro championship, which is where your pro career really took off in the XFL back in 2020, what does that mean to you to have this full circle moment here?
It's a huge blessing. It's crazy how God works, man. Just my first professional career in St. Louis, and to be able to play in the championship in St. Louis and to win it. And, me and my parents prayed about this, and, huge believers. And, look what God can do. And this is a testimony to that. And just what better feeling to win than in St. Louis.
We go to the right side.
Congratulations, fellas. Well deserved. This is Alan from the Alan Alford Sports Talk Show. Can each one of you please describe what moment or what happened that gave you so much confidence against a very, very, very good team that you were going to win this game?
I'll start it off. The first time we played this team, one thing we didn't do is make excuses, right? And we had a lot of guys out in that game, but at the same time, when I talked to them in the locker room at the end of that game, I told them, I said, that team didn't beat us, fundamentals beat us. And so all we had to do was be able to tackle, on offense. We had to sustain drive and do the things that we had been coached up to do. And, throughout the course of it, the season, we got better. And then once we clinched it, it was important for us to make sure that we get other guys some playing time and to also create value for themselves and also give guys a rest, a break. It's a long season still, you know what I mean? And so, when playoff hit, our mentality switched, the way we approach practice each week and how we came into the game. We knew it was a quick turnaround from Sunday in playing against St. Louis and then this game. So we had to be strategically on how we practice and make sure we were smart and make sure we took care of the guys from that standpoint and got them healthy. But we still was physical, we still found a way to be physical in practice and do the things that we had to do to come out and put up a victory today.
Yeah, to piggyback off that, we were confident from the beginning of the week. Coach gave us that confidence throughout the week, and that, it showed today of how confident everybody was and moving around. And we knew if they were going to win, we would beat ourselves, and we just didn't let that happen. So.
First row in the center.
Hi, Eric Hall from the Detroit News. Jordan, could you talk about, I don't know if this is the right word for them, but the necklaces that you're wearing right now? What's the significance of those? This
is just a Hawaii symbol, lays with, money or candy. It's just a show appreciation and, show support. Family flew in from Hawaii to watch me play and a lot of family out there. And, this is just symbolizes that, love and congratulations and just family.
We're going to take a call from Zoom. Question from Zoom.
Oscar?
Yes, thank you very much. The first one to Jordan. Jordan, to who do you dedicate this victory?
Dedicated this victory, to God first for getting us here, and and then my family, and then my teammates and coaches. I mean, we all deserved it. We worked hard all year, and we prayed about it, and we had strong faith in the locker room, and led us to having that victory today.
We'll take a final question.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
For coach, if you had the opportunity to make the cover of tomorrow's newspaper, what will be the title?
I missed the question.
What would be the title?
Tomorrow's newspapers.
Tomorrow's
Newspapers. You can make it.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Us, we, and ours. Yep. God is amazing, and us, we, and ours, man.
Final question, right side, second row.
Matty Fresh, Spring Ball Boulevard. Coach, you came in on short notice. You took this responsibility. You were counted out from the beginning. In your first year as a head coach, you're a champion. Since it's the final question, I got to ask, is this it for you as a DC defender? Will you be moving on to Tennessee State and joining Coach Barlow?
That's yet to be determined, and we still have a lot of meetings to go, and we still have things to talk over. So that's still yet to be determined. So these guys here, man, it'd be hard to leave these guys here, man.
We're trying to take the tag off.
Hey, I was just about to say, I would love if
We're
the
taking
league
it off.
after Coach of the Year, going through what he did, the way he commanded this, he deserves a head coach job with the DC Defenders, and then he should have the option from there.
Read that message.
All right, I'm glad you asked. Let me get. Oh, I lost it already. JT, I texted this.
So we texted a couple things, and this just goes to the confidence that I have in that guy right there. Texted a couple things. Let's see, 251 yesterday. I can't wait either at all. But when you're holding up that trophy on stage tomorrow night, I'm gonna be chanting MVP, and that's what we did.
Yeah.
There was no doubt. I knew it was gonna happen. He deserves it.
We speak life into existence around here, man. So that's been the thing for us the entire season. So mental faith.
Appreciate y'all.
Thank you all.
Congratulations.